My fiancé's family confronted me. Our daughter says you're abusive. We're taking her home. I said, please do. Then I played the recording of her coaching her sister on how to fake bruises for sympathy. When the police. They'd called, heard the truth. I, 31 male, need to write this down before my hands stop shaking. This literally happened 2 hours ago. My fiancé and I have been together for 4 years, engaged for 6 months. Wedding's supposed to be in 3 months, or was. Past tense now, I guess. Last week, she started acting weird, pulling away when I'd hug her, flinching dramatically when I'd reach for something near her. I asked what was wrong multiple times. She'd just say, nothing, and change the subject. Yesterday, she went to stay at her parents' place, said she needed space to think. I figured wedding stress, maybe cold feet, told her to take all the time she needed. This afternoon, her entire family shows up at our apartment. Her dad, mom, and her younger sister. The sister's 26 and has been living with her parents for the past year after her own relationship imploded. Real piece of work, that one. Her dad doesn't even wait for me to fully open the door, just pushes past me into the living room. We need to talk, now. I'm confused, but okay, sure. What's going on? Her mom's crying, like full waterworks. How could you? We trusted you with our baby girl. I'm sorry, what? Her dad steps up, gets right in my face. Don't play dumb. Our daughter told us everything. The hitting, the verbal abuse, the controlling behavior. My brain just stopped. What? I've never hit her, ever. What are you talking about? The sister chimes in, arms crossed, smug look on her face. She has bruises. We've seen them, on her arms, her ribs. Bruises? From what? I don't... Enough! Her dad's yelling now. We're taking her home, away from you. She's terrified of you, you sick bastard. Here's the thing. 2 nights ago, I couldn't sleep. Went to get water around 2 a.m. and heard my fiancé on the phone in the spare bedroom. The door was cracked open. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I heard her sister's voice on speaker. And what I heard made my blood run cold. No, you need to do it higher up on your arm, where it looks like someone grabbed you. My fiancé. Like this? With the makeup? Not makeup, dummy. Use the actual technique I showed you, the toothbrush thing against the ruler. Leaves real marks that fade in a few days, but photograph well. And you're sure this worked for you? Got me 15Ks in the settlement and full sympathy from everyone. Mom still doesn't know the truth, lol. Just make sure you document everything. Take photos, act scared around him. Then when we tell them, they'll believe anything. What if he denies it? They always do, that's the point. But with photos and us backing you up, plus you can crash at home and act traumatized. Trust me, you'll come out way ahead. I stood there frozen, listening to them plan to destroy my life. My fiancé, the woman I was going to marry, laughing about framing me for abuse. I recorded the rest of the conversation. Then I spent the next 2 days acting normal while secretly consulting a lawyer and documenting everything in our apartment. Every camera angle, every interaction we had. I even set up my phone to record our conversations just in case. So when her dad's standing there calling me an abuser, I'm weirdly calm. Okay, I say. If that's what she told you, then yeah, please take her home. They all look confused. Her mom stops crying for a second. That's it? Her sister looks almost disappointed. You're not even going to defend yourself? Nope. If she wants to leave, she should leave. In fact, let me help. I go to our bedroom, grab the suitcase she'd already packed, noticed it this morning, and bring it to the living room. Here, I assume she'll need this. Her dad's getting red in the face. That's all you have to say after what you did? What exactly did I do, specifically? Her mom, you know what you did. The bruises, the yelling, making her feel trapped. Interesting. And you've seen these bruises? Of course we have. Don't try to, because I'd love to see them too, since I apparently caused them. Her sister jumps in. She doesn't need to prove anything to you. We believe her. Cool, cool, cool. I pull out my phone. Before you go, there's something you should hear. I play the recording. The whole thing. 4 minutes of my fiancé and her sister planning to frame me for domestic violence. The room goes dead silent except for their voices coming from my phone speaker. Use the toothbrush thing against the ruler. got me $15K in the settlement. Act traumatized. Her mom's face goes from sympathy to horror. Her dad just stares at the phone. The sister's trying to grab it, but I step back. When it ends, nobody says anything for a solid 10 seconds. Then her dad. "Where did you get that?" "Recorded it 2 nights ago, from my own apartment, which is legal in this state. BTW, one-party consent." Her sister's scrambling now. "That's out of context. That was just what? Just my fiancé and you planning to fake abuse allegations?" "Yeah, that's exactly what it is." Her mom's crying again, but different now, like she's realizing something. "Is this true? Did you help her fake this?" The sister. "Mom, no. He's twisting it. I'm twisting the recording of your actual voices?" "Okay." There's a knock on the door. Hard, official knock. Her dad smirks. "That'll be the police. We called them on the way over. Told them there was an active domestic violence situation." My stomach drops, but I keep my face neutral. "You called the cops before even talking to me?" "Damn right we did." I open the door. 2 officers, 1 older guy, and 1 younger woman. They look tired already. Older cop. "We got a call about a domestic disturbance?" Her dad pushes forward. "Yes, this man has been abusing our daughter. She has bruises, she's terrified." The female cop holds up her hand. "Sir, let us handle this. Where's the alleged victim?" "She's not here. She's at our house. Safe." The cops look at each other. Younger one. "So there's no immediate danger right now?" "No, but..." "And the alleged victim isn't present?" "We have photos, and our other daughter witnessed the abuse." I speak up. "Officers, before this goes further, there's something you need to hear." I explain the situation calmly. Tell them about the recording, offer to play it. The older cop looks skeptical, but nods. "All right, let's hear it." I play the recording again. Watch their faces change as they listen. The female cop's expression goes from neutral to disgusted. When it ends, she looks at the family. "So let me get this straight. You're here claiming abuse, but this recording suggests the alleged victim was planning to fabricate evidence?" Her dad stammering now. "It's not what it sounds like. It sounds like conspiracy to file a false police report and possible fraud." The older cop's not smiling anymore. "That's a serious crime, folks." The sister's freaking out. "You can't arrest us, we didn't do anything." "Nobody's getting arrested right now," the female cop says. "But we're going to need to investigate this properly. This recording is evidence of potential criminal activity." I hand them my phone. "I can email you the file. I've also got it backed up in 3 places." Her mom finds her voice. "This is a misunderstanding. Maybe they were just joking." "Ma'am, planning false abuse allegations isn't a joke. It's illegal, and it wastes our resources on fake cases while real victims need help." The cops take everyone's information. Tell the family they'll be in contact. Warn them against contacting me or interfering. Then they leave, and the family's just standing there. I break the silence. "Get out of my apartment." Her dad tries one more time. "Look, maybe we overreacted. You called the cops on me, accused me of beating your daughter, based on lies she invented with her sister. Get out." Her mom's pleading now. "Can't we just talk about this? Sort it out? The wedding?" "There's no wedding. There's no relationship. There's nothing. Your daughter tried to destroy my life for... what? Money? Sympathy? Entertainment?" The sister mutters, "This is so unfair." I actually laugh. "Unfair? Unfair? You coached someone to fake domestic violence. Do you have any idea what that does to actual victims? To people who really suffer abuse? I just wanted to help my sister. Help her commit fraud. Help her ruin an innocent person. Yeah, Sister of the Year right here." They leave. Finally. Take the suitcase with them. I close the door, lock it, and just slide down to the floor. 4 years, almost married this person. And she was ready to destroy me over, I don't even know what. The recording didn't mention why, just how. My hands are still shaking. But at least the cops know the truth. At least I have proof. Gonna call my lawyer tomorrow. Tonight I'm just trying to process that my whole life almost exploded. Holy crap. I didn't expect this to blow up. Thanks for all the support, but also, thanks for the reality checks. Some of you pointed out stuff I hadn't even considered yet. So here's what's happened since. The day after the confrontation, I got a text from my fiancée, from a number I didn't recognize, so she must have used someone else's phone. "We need to talk. This is all a huge misunderstanding. I love you. Please call me." I screenshot it and sent it to my lawyer. Didn't respond. Then her mom called. I let it go to voicemail. She left a 3-minute message crying and begging me to think about the family and not destroy my daughter's lives over a mistake. A mistake. That's what she called planning false abuse allegations. A mistake. My lawyer, who's this no-nonsense woman in her 50s, called me the next morning. "Don't engage with any of them at all. Forward me everything. Every text, email, voicemail, everything." She also told me something I hadn't considered. Even though I have the recording, there's still going to be fallout. In situations like this, the initial accusation sticks in people's minds, even when proven false. She was right. 2 of our mutual friends texted asking if I was okay and if I needed to talk to someone, the implication being that I'm the problem. When I tried to explain what really happened, one of them said, "That's what they all say," and blocked me. My ex-fiancé's best friend posted on social media, "Supporting my girl through a really hard time, sending love and strength. If you know, you know." The comments were full of people bashing me. "He seemed so nice. Abusers always hide it well. Hope she's safe now." I wanted to respond. My lawyer said absolutely not. Let them show their cards, every post, every comment, it all helps your case. Case. Because yeah, it's officially a case now. The cops followed up. Turns out when they went to interview my ex-fiancée, she stuck to her story, showed them bruises on her arms and ribs. They took photos, documented everything. Then they asked about the recording. She denied it was her voice, said I must have faked it somehow. Deep fake or editing or something. The sister backed her up, claimed I was a tech-savvy manipulator who was trying to make them look bad. Her parents just stayed quiet. I think they know the truth, but they're not about to throw their daughters under the bus. So now it's a he said, she said thing. Except I have actual audio evidence, and they have bruises that they literally inflicted on themselves. My lawyer got the recording analyzed by a forensic audio expert. Cost me $200, but worth it. His report confirms it hasn't been edited or manipulated. It's genuine, unaltered audio of 2 people planning fraud. Here's where the entitlement really ramped up, though. Yesterday, I got served with a restraining order request. My ex-fiancée is claiming she's in fear for her safety and needs legal protection from me. The irony. She's afraid of me after she tried to frame me for abuse. The hearing's in 2 weeks. My lawyer says we'll bring the recording, the expert analysis, everything. But until then, I technically can't go near her or contact her at all, which is fine by me. I don't want to see her anyway, but it gets better. Last night, someone posted a Google review for my small business. I do freelance IT consulting. 1 star, anonymous account. Owner is abusive to women. Wouldn't feel safe hiring him. Heard stories from his ex. Stay away. 3 more popped up this morning. Same basic message. All anonymous. All posted within 12 hours of each other. My business rating dropped from 4.8 to 3.2 overnight. I've already lost 2 client calls that were scheduled. I documented everything and sent it to my lawyer. She says we can prove defamation, but it'll take time. Meanwhile, my income is taking a hit. My lease is up in 2 months. I'm planning to move. New place, fresh start. But I'm also worried about being able to afford it if my business keeps getting tanked. Some of you asked why she did this. Honestly, I still don't know. We didn't fight about money. I wasn't controlling. She had her own accounts, her own friends, went wherever she wanted. The only thing I can think of is that her sister put her up to it. The sister's been bitter since her own breakup. She got some settlement money by crying abuse, according to the recording, and maybe she convinced my ex to do the same. Or maybe my ex just wanted an easy out from the wedding and figured she'd burn my life down on the way. I don't know. What I do know is that this isn't over. Not by a long shot. They're fighting back, trying to control the narrative, playing victim. But I've got truth on my side. And apparently that matters more than I thought it would. Next update after the restraining order hearing. Hopefully with better news. Restraining order hearing was yesterday. Buckle up. My ex-fiancée showed up with her parents, her sister, and a lawyer. Decent lawyer too, not some bargain attorney. Which makes me think her family's funding this whole thing. She wore a turtleneck in summer. The implication was obvious. When we got into the courtroom, her lawyer went first, painted this picture of me as this controlling monster who isolated her, criticized her constantly, and eventually got physical. My client has documented bruises on her arms, torso, and neck. She's terrified to be in the same room as him. She needs this protection order to feel safe. The judge, an older black woman who looked like she'd seen everything, asked to see the photos. They had a whole folder, professionally printed photos of bruises, close-ups, different angles. My ex's face in some of them, looking scared. My stomach dropped. Even knowing the truth, seeing those photos was rough. They looked real. They looked convincing. Then my lawyer stood up. Your Honor, we acknowledge these photos exist. However, we have evidence that these injuries were self-inflicted for the purpose of framing my client. She submitted the audio recording, the forensic analysis, and a timeline showing my ex went to her parents' house the same day the family confronted me, conveniently right after the coaching conversation. The judge listened to the recording. Her expression didn't change, but I saw her jaw tighten. When it finished, she looked at my ex-fiancé. Is this your voice on this recording? No, Your Honor. He manipulated it somehow. The forensic analysis shows no manipulation. Then he hired someone to impersonate me. You would never discuss faking bruises with your sister? My ex-fiancé's lawyer jumped in. Your Honor, even if this recording is genuine, it doesn't prove that the bruises seen in these photos are fake. My client may have been discussing a hypothetical situation or she followed through with the plan detailed in the recording, my lawyer cut in. The timeline matches perfectly. The bruises appear right after this conversation, and my client has evidence that he and the petitioner had minimal physical contact in the days leading up to these allegations. We had security camera footage from our apartment building showing us leaving and entering separately. No arguments, no physical altercations. I'd also pulled our text messages showing normal, affectionate conversations right up until she asked for space. The judge reviewed everything for what felt like forever. Finally, she spoke. I'm denying the restraining order. The evidence suggests these allegations may be fabricated. However, I'm ordering both parties to maintain distance from each other pending the criminal investigation. Mutual, no contact. My ex-fiancé's lawyer tried to object, but the judge shut it down. Counselor, if your client genuinely believes she's in danger, she can work with law enforcement on the ongoing investigation. But I will not issue a restraining order based on potentially false allegations. That's not what this court is for. We left the courthouse separately. I thought that was it. But nope. That night, my landlord called. Hey, I need to talk to you about something. Apparently, someone, wouldn't say who, but we both know, filed a complaint with the property management company claiming I was a danger to other residents. Said I had a history of violence and shouldn't be allowed to renew my lease. My landlord's known me for 3 years. He doesn't believe it, but his hands are tied. The company's policy is zero tolerance for domestic violence allegations. I'm really sorry, man. I know this is BS, but corporate's making me give you notice. You've got 60 days. So now I'm being forced out of my apartment because of false allegations that didn't even stick in court. My lawyer says we can fight it, but it'll take longer than 60 days and probably cost more than it's worth. Fine. I started apartment hunting. Then came the employment drama. I got a call from my biggest client. They're a mid-size company I do ongoing IT work for. The CEO wanted to meet in person. I showed up thinking it was about a new project. Nope. Listen, this is awkward, he starts. We received some concerning information about you. My chest tightens. What kind of information? Anonymous tip. Said you're under investigation for domestic violence. Included screenshots of social media posts about it. Those posts are based on false allegations. I can prove. I believe you. I do. But our legal team is worried about liability. If something happens and it comes out, we knew about this and still worked with you. Nothing's going to happen. The restraining order was denied. The judge saw the evidence. It's not about what I believe or what a judge rules. It's about perception. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to pause our contract, at least until this all gets resolved. That was $4,000 a month in steady income. Gone. I've lost 3 other smaller clients too. One just stopped responding to emails. Another sent a curt message about going in a different direction. The third straight up said they didn't feel comfortable working with me. My business is bleeding out, and there's nothing I can do about it except wait for the legal system to work. Oh, and the sister? She's apparently telling everyone I threatened her during the initial confrontation. Never happened, but try proving a negative. My ex-fiancé's social media is full of vague posting. Staying strong, truth always wins, believe women. The comments are disgusting. People calling for my business to be shut down, saying I should be in jail, hoping I get what's coming to me. Some gem comments. Men like this always play the victim. He probably recorded that conversation after threatening her. Why are we believing a man over a woman in 2024? Nobody asks for proof. Nobody questions the narrative. They just pile on. But here's the thing that keeps me going. The detective assigned to the case called yesterday. We've completed our investigation. The audio evidence is solid. Your ex-fiancée and her sister are going to be charged. Charged with what? Filing a false police report, conspiracy to commit fraud, potentially criminal defamation. The DA's office is reviewing it now. How long until charges are filed? Few weeks, maybe a month. These things move slow, but wanted you to know it's happening, so they're getting charged. Finally. But meanwhile, my reputation's destroyed, my income's tanked, and I'm getting evicted from my apartment. This is the reality of false accusations. Even when you prove you're innocent, even when you have evidence, the damage is done. The court of public opinion doesn't care about recordings or forensic analysis. They care about the story. And the story is always that the man is guilty. My family's been supportive, at least. My mom's furious. My dad offered to pay for my lawyer if I needed it. My brother wanted to confront the sister himself, but I told him to stay out of it. Moving forward is harder than I thought. Some days I'm okay, functional. Other days I can barely get out of bed. But I'm still here, still fighting, still got that recording backed up in 5 different places. Next update will be after charges are filed, if they actually follow through. Charges were filed 3 weeks ago. My ex-fiancée and her sister are both facing criminal charges, filing a false police report, conspiracy to commit fraud, and making false statements to law enforcement. The arraignment was last week. They both pled not guilty. Trial's set for 4 months from now. My lawyer says it's a solid case. The recording, the timeline, the forensic analysis, it all points to premeditated fraud. But trials are unpredictable. Meanwhile, the fallout continues. I found a new apartment, smaller, more expensive, but it's mine. Started fresh. Got rid of furniture that reminded me of her. New place, new setup, trying to rebuild. My business hasn't recovered. I'm down to maybe 40% of my previous income. Had to dip into savings to cover bills. Applied for some full-time positions, but 3 interviews got weird when they Googled my name and found the social media garbage. One interviewer straight up asked about the allegations. I explained the situation, showed him the court documents denying the restraining order. He nodded along, but I didn't get the job. The Google reviews are still there. I reported them multiple times, but Google won't remove them without a court order. My lawyer says we can get one eventually, but it's not a priority compared to the criminal case. Here's what really gets me. I'm the victim of attempted fraud and defamation, but I'm the one who lost my apartment, my income, and my reputation. They're facing charges, sure, but their lives are basically the same. My ex-fiancée still lives with her parents, still posts on social media, still has her job. Her friends still support her. The sister's working some retail job, living her life like nothing happened, and I'm rebuilding from scratch. Some of you asked if I feel vindicated now that charges are filed. Honestly, no. I feel tired. Vindication would be getting my life back, my business back, my reputation back. The charges don't do that. But I did learn some things. 1, document everything. If I hadn't recorded that conversation, I'd be completely screwed right now. Nobody would believe me. 2, the system is brutally slow. This started 2 months ago, and we're still months away from trial. 3, false allegations destroy lives even when they're proven false. There's no quick fix for a ruined reputation. 4, some people will never believe you. Doesn't matter how much proof you have. They've picked their side. I lost friends through this. People I'd known for years just disappeared. Either believed her story or didn't want to get involved. The ones who stayed are real ones, though. My best friend has been checking on me weekly. My family's been solid. A few clients who've known me for years reached out offering work. Slowly, carefully, I'm rebuilding. New business website, new marketing, focusing on referrals from people who actually know me. It's working. Kinda. I got 2 new contracts last week. Not huge, but it's something. The detective called with an update. Apparently, during her police interview, my ex-fiancée claimed I was psychologically abusive, even if I never hit her. Moved the goalposts when the physical abuse claims fell apart. Her lawyers trying to paint the recording as taken out of context, arguing that her discussing bruise faking with her sister doesn't prove she actually did it. Except we have the photos time-stamped right after the conversation, and 0 evidence of me causing those injuries. And her own words on tape saying, the toothbrush thing. My lawyer's confident, but confidence doesn't pay bills or fix reputations. I went on 1 date last week, first time putting myself out there. It went okay until she asked about my previous relationships. I kept it vague, but she Googled me afterward and found the posts. She texted, "Hey, I had fun, but I don't think this is going to work out. Good luck with everything." Cool. So dating's probably off the table for a while too. Someone asked what the wedding would have cost. We'd already put down deposits. Venue, $5,000, photographer, $2,000, catering deposit, $3,000. Most of it was non-refundable. I'm out $10,000 for a wedding that never happened, plus another $8,000 in legal fees so far, plus lost income from the business damage. The financial hit alone is brutal, but the emotional and social damage, that's the part that keeps me up at night. This woman I loved, planned a future with, was ready to destroy me, and she almost succeeded. The hardest part is accepting that I'll never really know why. Was it her sister's influence? Cold feet about the wedding? Some resentment I never saw? I've stopped trying to figure it out. There's no good answer. As for where things stand now, criminal trial is in 4 months. I'm slowly rebuilding my business. Found a new place and trying to make it feel like home. No contact with her or her family. Easy since that's court-ordered. Trying to move forward 1 day at a time. People keep asking if I'm dating or if I'll ever trust again. Honestly, I don't know. Right now, I'm just focused on surviving this. The trial will happen. Maybe they'll be convicted, maybe not. Either way, my life won't magically go back to normal. But I'm here. I'm standing. I've got proof of my innocence. And I'm not letting this break me. That's going to have to be enough. Thanks for following this mess. If nothing else, maybe it'll help someone else who's going through similar garbage. Document everything. Get a lawyer immediately. And don't expect justice to be quick or clean. It's messy. It's slow. And even when you win, you lose. But you survive. That's what matters. I'll update if anything major happens with the trial. Until then, I'm just living my life and trying not to let them take anything else from me. Peace out.